All right. What's the matter, partner? It's official, buddy. I'm a has-been. Welcome back to Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest, home of the Golden Bucket, a weekly podcast where movie enthusiasts, ex-movie theater projectionists, new and old friends take the time to talk about a movie that we just watched and a book, and that answer the very question, should or shouldn't you watch this? I want to extend a very warm Hollywood welcome to one of our book club boys, JJ.
Thanks for having me back.
Anybody order some fried sauerkraut? Here's the trailer.
I'm Rick Dalton, and it's my stunt double, Cliff Booth. Actors do a lot of dangerous stuff. Anybody order fried sauerkraut? Cliff here helps carry the load.
Sounds like a good friend.
I try. You know who I got living next door to me?
I'm Sharon Tate.
She's the hottest thing in town right now, probably the world. Man.
Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Oh, the shooting. I love that stuff.
What did Charlie say?
He said, kill everybody.
What's the plan?
Let's get him.
There's an element of true combat. If you don't beat him, he kills you.
Not when Rick Dalton's got a shotgun.
I don't remember that, do you?
I got one crazy weapon you do not want to be on the wrong side of. Oh, shit, that's got it. All right, that's too hot. Anything we can do about that heat?
Rick, it's a flamethrower.
Yeah.
I don't remember the shotgun line.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird. Sometimes when you hear trailers after the fact, you're like we just did Broken Arrow, and there was stuff in that trailer that was not in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. We are reviewing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood from 2019, as well as kind of very small increments, the book Chaos that we read together as a book club, that we only have one member here with us today. And we appreciate JJ's diligence and ability to come on the show.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. Excited to get into it.
So I think we should just jump right into popcorn trivia, dude.
Let's hear 'em.
Let me tell you something, Pandeo.
All right. I only have 4 trivias. It's not very many, but I have a lot of puzzles, weirdly enough.
Okay.
So here's the trivia. The producers had some initial difficulties convincing Hollywood Boulevard vendors to allow their premises to be fitted with period facades to better reflect the 1960s, the street that he changed for the film. We talked about it last week. However, after the production wrapped, that section of the shoot, most of these people asked if they could keep the facades in place, since they now much more preferred the period look than the revised new look.
Yeah, that's super sweet.
I love that because I feel like everything's kind of going retro, and I like that. I think that tells you something about design and architecture and stuff from the past is kind of cooler than what we have now.
Yeah, I love the look of the sets. Amazing job. Like, you can just tell. We always appreciate the authenticity of when they do it for real.
Yeah, and it really looks, it shows on screen, and you can't fake a lot of that stuff, and it's just way better. So here's another one. Very rare for Quentin Tarantino films, some scenes contained improvisation. I didn't know this, particularly when Rick Dalton forgets his lines when filming a Lancer episode and afterwards rants to himself privately in his trailer, which is one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie.
Yeah.
It says DiCaprio had a very difficult time playing the scene as Dalton rather than as how he himself would, especially since Dalton is supposed to be an actor of limited range. DiCaprio suggested that Dalton forget his lines mid-scene, ironically, to help him stay in character as Dalton. The subsequent scene in the trailer was also unscripted and improvised, and that's why there's so many cuts, because they just put them all together. I watched it like 3 times.
Yeah, let Leo cook, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
And I love the fast cutting too. It's really well done.
yeah. And just the stuff where he's talking about, shouldn't have had 6 whiskey sours.
The whiskey sours will do you in.
It's pretty great. And he's like, I love that it's like 6 or 7. It's not like a small amount. Should have only had 2. And he like throws that thing into the mirror.
Yeah. I love when he's kicking the shells or whatever. It's so good.
Yeah, I feel like all of us have those moments in our minds where we like beat ourselves up over something, and it's really fun to see that play out on camera and see him do that. It's pretty brilliant.
And he pulls it together.
Yeah, he goes out and crushes it, which we all have to do sometimes. We got to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and go get it done.
Knock ourselves down to pick ourselves back up.
Yeah. And so Brad Pitt also ad-libbed some lines. He says, when he says, "You're Rick effing Dalton, don't you forget that." Pitt based that line off of an actor who told him the exact same thing when he was a starting actor in the early 90s. Kind of cool. I didn't know that either.
And he is effing Brad Pitt. Like, he's got to realize that.
Mm-hmm. Correct. All right. The last one I have, last trivia. Tarantino did not approach Roman Polanski. He admitted at the press conference in Cannes. But Tarantino asked for and received help from Sharon Tate's sister, Deborah Tate, who is thanked in the credits. He also gave Deborah Tate a script to read early on, went to visit her in Santa Barbara, and spent a weekend with her. She even came on set when the Bruin Theater in Westwood sequence was being shot. So, pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, it's cool that she wore some of Sharon's jewelry in the film.
Oh, that's true. I heard that. And like some of the dresses that she would have worn back then.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
But I like that he got the approval though. That's nice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say too much about my opinions about Roman Polanski, but I don't care that he didn't talk to him. All right. Any trivia that I missed or that you want to add to?
I had a couple nuggets, but maybe we're stepping on your puzzles, so just let me know. But
it's all good.
Rick Dalton's based on Steve McQueen. We can talk about.
Okay, I didn't really know that.
Yeah, so Rick Dalton has that bounty law, and Steve McQueen had this show called Wanted, Dead or Alive, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And have you ever seen the comparisons of The Great Escape with Steve McQueen and Leo?
No.
Oh, you gotta look at that video.
Is it like a YouTube video?
Yeah, they put both of them together in the identical scene, and it's the exact, like Leo does the exact same everything, mannerisms, and Tarantino does a great job because it's the exact same set and the way he looks, the graininess of it. It's really cool.
Dude, you got to send me that, and I'll put it in the notes. But oh my gosh, that sounds awesome.
And then I read about China wanting Tarantino to edit this film because of the Bruce Lee scene. So they hated the way Bruce Lee was portrayed, and so they wanted Tarantino to edit that out, and Tarantino stuck to his guns and said no. So it didn't play in China. So that might have affected the worldwide run.
100%. And also, you're not stepping on my beefs, but that is a beef of mine. It's weird because when I first saw it, the very first time, I was like, oh man, they kind of did him dirty. And I think a lot of people hated that about this movie, but I don't know what to think because I don't know Bruce Lee personally, but
I've read that Bruce Lee was supposedly like an ass to stuntmen, and so that's why he's portrayed like that in the film.
I didn't want to say that, but I also read that as well, and I didn't know how true it was. But it feels, anytime you have a big personality that is really great at their craft, they have to be a little arrogant. They have to be a little full of themselves. And Bruce Lee was kind of the main guy, and so I bet he was a kind of a jerk sometimes.
China was not having it, so.
No. Well, and freaking, I just love that whole setup where Brad Pitt just basically like cuts him down and says that the things that he's saying aren't true. It's really pretty great. And then he beats the crap out of him, and then he gets in trouble. But you know what's funny is I also read that the car is dented, but then it's not dented. There's some like ambiguity there that maybe Cliff is remembering it a little differently than, you know how sometimes when we tell a story back, we kind of remember the details the way we want. And
so you can interpret that scene as like just like an unreliable like narrative. Like
I kind of
don't know
so.
if this is actually what happened.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gathering from it. So maybe there's some redeeming qualities there that people can stop being mad at Tarantino for, I don't know, ruining Bruce Lee's legacy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting though. Any other trivia?
That's all we got.
Let's go to beefs, dude.
Where's the beef? Hey, where's the beef?
Well, we already talked about one of my beefs is with China. Sorry, China. I wish you could just appreciate this film and let people watch it, but you got to do what you got to do as a country, I guess.
Yeah.
I only have two more beefs. Tarantino forbid the actors to use smartphones between takes on set to preserve the period feel. It's a little much.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. People need to be off their phones and interacting on set.
I mean, we're not little kids. Like you're paying, I mean, what DiCaprio was supposed to make 20 mil, maybe got 10 or 15. Like he's an adult. He can look at Instagram if he wants between the 20 minutes he's got to wait for the next take.
Immerse yourself into that experience. Be present. Don't check that Instagram.
What about a like, you know, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. you can have cell phones on set.
How about just at lunch? How about like an hour lunch and you can do it at lunch?
Exactly. We're not, I mean, pardon the expression, we're not Nazis here. We just, maybe at lunch you can grab your cell phone. It's a small beef.
Okay.
My last beef is Cliff feeds his dog wolf's tooth dog food, which, by the way, all the flavors and labels. Did you know that Wolf's Tooth is a sponsor of this show as well?
I didn't.
Now you know. Wolf's Tooth
Nice.
dog food. Sponsored
I know I know my dog loves it.
It's really, the flavors are wild pigeon or whatever, or it's wild flavors. But anyway, the slogan "Good food for mean dogs." Specifically, he feeds it 1 can of rat flavor and 1 can of raccoon flavor. Other flavors seen in the cabinet are bird flavor and lizard flavor.
Ew.
So my beef is, why can't we have these as a dog food? I bet dogs would love them.
I don't think so.
Yeah. That's a beef. I want them to be, what if they released like a cool collector's set of all 4 flavors and you could buy the cans.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And display them.
Yeah.
Beef that it doesn't exist. I mean,
I don't know how demanding those items would be. Yeah.
I'd buy one right now.
Some people would buy them.
Maybe I'll have to get that on Etsy.
Yeah.
I have a one-off.
Yeah, I might need to get the Etsy Wolf Tubes dog cans.
Or maybe I'll have to make them myself. Go try to recreate the labels and put them
there
on
you go.
Campbell's soup cans.
Get a 3D printer. If you can figure it out.
Campbell's Soup, also a sponsor of Should You Watch This, if you didn't know.
Love that chicken noodle.
All right. Any beefs from JJ?
I got some beefs. I'm surprised you didn't bring up a couple of these beefs.
I'm excited.
My first beef is probably just me, but I don't like Rick Dalton's scene with the little girl actress.
Really?
I just don't. I have beef with that scene. I just feel like find it like unrealistic dialogue, and I don't like the actress, and I think it could just been done a different way. Because I know they're trying to show like where Rick Dalton is in that stage of his career, and they're telling the easy breezy story.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. That's the weakest point of the film for me, that scene.
How else would I like the way it's a device to set up the trailer scene, right?
Hmm.
They needed it to like showcase that he's pretty insecure about himself. How else would they have set that up?
I don't know. Smarter people can think of that, but I just think just cut it out. I think it could be a little bit different.
Okay.
But it's not that big of a it's not that big of a beef.
Okay. But it is a pretty
It's a beef for me though.
sizable scene, two or
Yeah,
three scenes. So
yeah. That's like
okay.
where I go to the restroom, come back.
Pee break is little girl. Sorry, the little girl. I'm not. Yeah, I know you're now not a little girl, but you were
Beef not
when.
with her, not beef with her, just beef with the whole scene and her character, let's say.
Okay, I'll allow it. Any other
Second
beef?
beef, I can't believe you bring this up, is the dirty feet.
I did. I brought it up at
This
the end of the
this
last
is this
part
is the big.
one.
I don't get it. This should be a beef. Like we need to talk about it. Too much dirty feet in this.
Okay,
Too much.
listen. I was torn. My first puzzle is about the feet. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is if you don't have any other beefs, this is a really good segue into my puzzles. But I don't want to step on the rest of your beefs.
No, this was just my last beef. So let's segue because it's in it too many scenes. I don't need to see Margot Robbie's dirty feet. I don't need some hippie's dirty feet when he picks up the dirty hippie in the windshield. Like she's just
No,
got him out there.
I listen. I don't even. Let me just play the freaking soundbite, okay?
A sphincter says what?
What?
A sphincter says what?
What?
Exactly.
Okay, so Sharon Tate puts her feet up on a seat in the theater while watching The Wrecking Crew.
Hmm.
First beef puzzle, like, can we not put feet on things,
On movie seats.
especially freaking dirty feet?
Yeah, I got beef with Margot. Like I don't want to sit on some movie seat with dirty feet.
What about getting on an airplane these days, and you see these
Oh,
typically ladies? No, I know we have some lady listeners, but why are we putting our dirty feet on the seats?
yeah.
And like through the little slit, the little seat slit, you got some dirty feet poking at your arm. What are we
Yeah.
doing?
I don't need to see those dirty toes, dude.
Okay, listen to this. If one looks closely, you can see that her feet are dirty, obviously. In real life, Tate hated wearing shoes and would take any possible opportunity to not wear any in public unless the situation called for it. Tate would even go as far as wearing rubber bands on her feet to give the illusion that she was wearing sandals while out eating at restaurants. So it's a big puzzle for me, and then it's also a big beef. I don't know, man. I have a problem with dirty feet, man.
Yeah. I don't like that she's putting on movie seats either. I think like you can show her walking, barefoot, like to the movie theater or whatever, but don't have her put it on seats.
Yeah, man. I mean, you've been to Japan. You've seen the culture there. I grew up. You don't wear shoes in the house. You got.
Oh no. You can't even wear shoes in dressing rooms over there.
Oh my gosh, it's like so nasty, dude. Like I don't know. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Cover those piggies is all we're saying.
And also, I don't want to step on the toes of the people who have fetishes about that. I can't. I just can't. I can't wrap my brain around.
Yeah, this is a no judgment free podcast, but
True.
I don't want to see the dirty feet on the screen, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it'll be a long time before you get the popcorn priest feet pics. It'll be a while before that happens.
I think Johnny's on Only Feet.
Oh man, we should look him up. Johnny on the pod is
Yeah,
on Only
we have some
Feet.
people.
Listen,
No judgment. No judgment.
okay, here's a question. Here's a puzzle I'd like to ask you. How much would it take to get you to take pics of your feet and post them on the internet? How much money?
Do people know they're my feet, or am I just posting random pics?
No, they got to know it's you. We have to know it's you.
I don't know, man. What's your number?
$10,000.
Oh, how crusty are your toes?
Listen, it's not I don't like looking at any feet, let alone my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number is 10K. I need 10K for people to look at my feet in a weird way.
I think people will pay me 10K for my beautiful toes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not paying others to look at my feet. They're paying me, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying you're gonna launch a career in feet pics is where we're at.
Can we just stop this feet conversation and move on to the next puzzle?
All right, next puzzle. The casting of Kurt Russell and Zoe Bell as the man and wife stunt coordinators on The Green Hornet from 1966 is a double inside joke to Tarantino films. Russell previously played stuntman Mike, obviously in Death Proof, in which Bell, a real-life stunt performer, also appeared playing herself. Zoe Bell served as Uma Thurman's stunt double, as most people know, in Kill Bill. Yeah, it's a puzzle that they cast them. I like it, but it was puzzling to me that they are both in it and they're from the other movie. So
Yeah. I got a puzzle with casting that I think would be good right here. Tom Cruise. Switch Tom Cruise out for Brad Pitt as Cliff Booth. Now, we both love Brad Pitt in this. I mean, deservingly so, won the Oscar. He's amazing. But do we get to see our boy Tom Cruise in this movie as Cliff Booth?
You've given me a lot to think about. Initially, I mean, this is a Sophie's choice, dude.
He's a stuntman.
He is a stuntman.
But like, I know it's hard. Would you switch out Brad Pitt for TC? I don't know.
It would be a different performance. I think it would be more intense than Brad's kind of laid back performance.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how that yin and yang fit with Leo's performance, you know?
Yeah, that would have been different. You're right. That dynamic changes significantly if there's a more intense Cliff Booth.
Oh my gosh. I can't even. If I have a gun to my head, I gotta stay with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
What would you want?
Well, if Tarantino's really only going to make one more movie and we're not going to get a TC in a Tarantino, I mean, I need to see TC and with a QT. So we got Brad Pitt in Glorious, so I might be switching them out just to see.
That's true, since we're only going to get one more movie.
Yeah, which is, I mean, going a retro beef, but I mean, give me more QT movies, man. Like, come on. Don't put a number on yourself.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we've seen what's his name from They Killed My Boy. They Took My Boy. The milkshake.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
DDL.
Yeah. He's out.
He's
back.
out. He came back. He's like, hey, my son started directing. We wrote this movie together. I'm back. I should never have said that I retired because I would come back if the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah, don't limit yourself. I think there's going to be so much pressure on this last movie now. And like going back to the Tom Cruise, we're missing out on so many great actors in QT movies. Like, what about a Denzel or a Jake Gyllenhaal? Or I know in Inglourious Basterds, the Bear Jew was cast for Adam Sandler. That'd be kind of cool.
Whoa, yeah, that would be amazing.
just missing out on so many great roles for these guys. So
What if we got a QT doing an amazing TV series, kind of like what's that movie or the TV show that was so awesome with
American
Woody?
Gladiators.
Yeah, yes. No,
Oh
with
wait.
Woody Harrelson and
True Detective.
yeah, True Detective. Like imagine him
Yeah.
doing like a TV series that was just gritty and awesome like that. That
I'm
would be
in. As long as we still get, some QT media.
yeah. I think he's out, but
Yeah, which I
I
mean,
hope
respect to him, but we hope we get more.
I want something. I would
So,
really like to read this book that he wrote about this movie, the
mhm.
adaptation, because I think that'll be amazing too. All right, let's keep moving. You're giving me too many things to think about.
Other puzzles.
All right, the TV at George Spahn's house has one of the earliest unwired remote controls, the Zenith Space Command remote. Rather than using infrared or similar technology from later years, it uses ultra high frequency sound. The remote features 4 buttons, each which trips a spring loaded hammer that strikes a metal reed. Each of the reeds is a separate pitch, all of which are inaudible. One button was for turning the TV on, another for turning it off, one for raising the channel, and one for lowering it. As each button press makes a loud click, many people simply referred to the device as a clicker. A rather humorous failing of this system is that if you jingled your car keys, it could cause the TV to turn on because of
Clicker.
the pitch. So my puzzle is, why don't we have more? I want more. I don't like touch screens, and I want more knobs. I want things to click and turn on and off. I miss
Yeah.
that.
All right. You want more knobs? I hear you.
Yeah, I want to tweak them. I want to touch them. I want to make
Yeah.
them make sounds. I like the tactile feel of stuff instead of just like swiping and I don't know. It's a puzzle.
That is a puzzle. I don't know where you would put more knobs in your life.
I don't know. I like more knobs in cars. I don't want any more touch screens.
All
I just
right.
like to know that I did it and I'm not distracted. So you're just getting inside the mind of me.
I support it. I support it.
All right, here's another one. When Sharon comes to the door and sees Charles Manson, that door represents the door on which the word pig would in real life be written in Sharon's blood. The actual door was taken and replaced in 1993 by a later resident of the Tate Polanski house. Nine Inch Nails frontman Trent Reznor replaced it. It then served as the front door of what was once Reznor's recording studio on Magazine Street in New Orleans. It is now owned by Chris Moore, a collector of rarities and oddities. My puzzle is, why would you ever want to have this door as a thing? That's
Yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah. A little concerning.
I mean, maybe I'm just too conservative, and I also am like weirded out by vibes. Like I wouldn't want the door that someone wrote someone's blood on, like one of the most popularized murder of all time. Weird.
Yeah. You just want the knobs. No more. You don't want murder doors. Just give you more knobs.
Yeah, maybe I'll take the doorknob, but not the full door.
Yeah. You just want the knob.
All right, so here's some more. Sharon Lee, daughter of legend Bruce Lee, was most disappointed with the way her father was portrayed by actor Mike Moe under Quentin Tarantino's direction. She felt he was sorely misrepresented as an arrogant blowhard who was full of hot air. My puzzle is, I think we kind of already solved it. I think he kind of was full of hot air.
I mean, I don't know for sure. I just know China had some beef with it as well.
I mean, he was able to back it up though with real, like he was the best So, but at the same time, when you are the best, you start getting a little cocky, like we said. So I don't know. I think my puzzle is like, was he that way, or did his daughter, I mean, only see him in a certain light and didn't get to see him at work like that? Or it's a puzzle.
Yeah. It
And
should go in the book. It should go in the book. Just another loose end.
yeah, we don't know. We don't know if this is a puzzle. That's why it's in the category. All right. Retired NBA superstar Kareem Abdul-Jabbar strongly criticized the film for what he felt was an offensive and insulting portrayal of Bruce Lee. Abdul-Jabbar and Bruce Lee worked together on The Game of Death in 1974 and remained friends up until the time Lee died. Another example of maybe we're wrong. Maybe he was a cool dude and this was kind of a horrible move on QT's part.
Mm-hmm. But like you mentioned earlier, could just be a different interpretation. That could be all like, a false narrative by Brad Pitt's character.
True, which I like. So here's another thing, because I got so deep into this. Tarantino stated on Joe Rogan's podcast that he thinks Sharon Lee has the right to be offended by the depiction of Bruce Lee because it is her father, but no one else does. So he's basically saying anyone else who complains about this can suck rocks.
Yeah.
But her. She's the only one who can complain.
I think that's a pretty fair take.
Fair enough. Anyway, I don't know if that was solved, but those are some interesting ideas about the portrayal of Bruce Lee. Okay, I only have a couple more. I know these are a lot. When Cliff Booth, I had so much fun on the research of this movie. When Cliff Booth and Bruce Lee square off for their fight, they are being watched by many crew members and studio workers. After Cliff throws Bruce into the blue car, all the observers have mysteriously disappeared, illustrating that, oh, that's what I was getting at, is not the car. The car was still damaged, but there's people in the shot, and then all of a sudden there's not people in the shot. So that's where maybe his memory is a little askew. So maybe that kind of solves the puzzle. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
While Once Upon a Time in Hollywood does feature Cielo Drive prominently, the actual house where Sharon Tate lived was not used for filming. The real 10050 Cielo Drive, the location of the Tate LaBianca murders, was demolished and then rebuilt. I didn't know that. In the film, the house was recreated using two ranch-style homes in Studio City, specifically at 10969 and 10974 Altaview Drive. However, the entrance to Cielo Drive and the street itself are used for the filming.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that was authentic as well.
So puzzle solved on there, but wild that they had to build the house. And I mean, if you bought the house, would you just tear it down and build another house?
Yeah, I guess sell the doors.
I mean, yeah, Trent Reznor is going to buy it for top dollar, but
one of my favorite things about this movie though are the car scenes and driving up to the house and going to the Playboy Mansion and the Hush song. It's one of my favorite parts of the whole film.
Yeah. I like all the car scenes going into Cliff's driveway.
Yeah.
All the stuff out in that cul-de-sac area, the different camera angles, high, low, side, in and out, like all that interaction in the streets and exteriors of the houses are really great.
Yeah. So good in this movie. Really well done.
Last puzzle I have. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was not filmed at the actual Spawn Ranch. I thought it was just filmed there. Did you know that?
I didn't know if they could get like the rights to that now, so I didn't know.
Well, listen, the real Spawn Ranch, which was a movie set and the Manson family hideout, no longer exists, dude. It was destroyed by a fire in 1970. The movie scenes depicting Spawn Ranch were filmed at Carringerville Park in Simi Valley, which was also a former movie ranch and had a similar Western town set. Dude, I looked it up. I went on Google Earth. I was like, it's got to still be there. It's not. It's burnt down. It's just dirt.
Yeah, Hollywood fires.
Yeah, but there's a picture in the Chaos book that we're very poorly reviewing in this podcast series, but there's a picture of the Manson family sitting underneath this like weird like cave, like an overhang rock formation. That is there, and you can go and like get your picture taken by the rock.
Yeah, at the Spawn Ranch.
That's the only thing that exists. Everything else is just dirt.
Mm-hmm.
That's a puzzle. I didn't know that. That's all the puzzles I have.
Nice. I just had two more puzzles. One, so there's no chapters in this Tarantino movie. I was just wondering, do you think this movie would have been better with chapters? So like think about Pulp Fiction or, you know, Kill Bill. He does these chapters and I think they're really cool and like well done. Do you think it would add to this movie or are you glad that like he doesn't do that here?
That's a really good question, man. 'Cause I do like that technique that he uses because it kind of helps you like encapsulates these vignettes that he's trying to portray and then you go to the next one. But for some reason, I think the narrative of this, you get this foreboding feeling that we're leading up into some, we know what happens. It's kind of like the Titanic. We know the boat's going to sink.
Yeah.
So we know there's going to be some murders, or at least we think there are. And I think that just letting the scenes play out, it might take away from the buildup of that slow tension of like 2 hours and 10 minutes building up to this final murder scene.
Yeah, the final night. Yeah, that's a good point. You do need that tension to build up. And the chapters could take away from that.
Yeah, but I think it's a really interesting question because when you think about directors and you think about the reasons why I keep going back to seeing, you know, a Fast and the Furious movie or a Tom Cruise movie, you want these things, these kernels all to be there. And some of those things that Quentin Tarantino does, you want to see him again. But in this case, I think I would probably opt out of that one.
All right. So you think you made the right choice. I support it.
Okay.
Last puzzle is like, what happened to hitchhiking? Do you think like horror movies just got rid of it? Because there's no more hitchhikers. But like it was popular back then.
Yeah, and people would not be murdered all the time.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of hitchhiking in this movie.
A lot of hitchhiking in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Not any today.
So just like murders or like horror movies, no more hitchhiking.
Yeah, it's not believable anymore. People are like, no one would ever do that.
Yeah. You picked up a stranger in your car?
Yeah, that's a really good point because when I was watching those scenes where Brad Pitt is kind of keeps seeing that Manson family member kind of walk around barefoot again, dirty feet. He's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna pick her up, and I'm like, this is weird. Feels weird.
Yeah,
but that's just a sign of the
probably
time.
A good thing, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not picking up anyone, and I'm not hitchhiking ever.
Yeah. What if they had like a coat full of knobs that you could mess with?
When would you ever hitchhike ever?
Yeah, I've hitchhiked with Johnny one time in India.
Bro, that might be a story for another day.
Yeah, broken bus, tour bus, things like that. I think like desperate times.
I'm too scared. I'm such a baby. JJ, a little known fact, JJ and I roommated together. That's not a word. We were roommates.
You can make it a verb.
We roommated in college, and he would like to make me squirm watching horror films. And
let's just introduce you to some good movies.
I'm a big baby, and I think because of my aversion to horror films, even though I watch them, I think I was tainted, and I don't ever want to get hitchhike ever in my life, ever.
Yeah, it's too sketchy. So probably a good thing is people don't do it anymore. Those are just my puzzles.
All right. Well, we've only got Popcorn Redemption left and a special Mount Rushmore.
Let's do it.
All right, Popcorn Redemption.
I have exorcised the demons.
I only have one redemption that's interlaced with trivia.
Okay.
Before the film's world premiere at the Cannes Film Festival, Tarantino begged of Cannes crowds to avoid spoilers for later audiences in a statement made on social media. He says, "I love cinema. You love cinema. It's the journey of discovering a story for the first time. I'm thrilled to be here at Cannes to share Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with the festival audience. The cast and crew have worked so hard to create something original, and I only ask that everyone avoids revealing anything that would prevent later audiences from experiencing the film in the same way. Thank you." I like one of the things that I really like about Quentin Tarantino, and not specifically to this movie, but he loves movies. He loves cinema. He loves the craft. He loves writing. He loves everything, like casting, editing. He loves it. And you can tell that he loves it. And I just like that about him. And that's why I keep coming back to his movies.
Yeah, expert in film history and filmmaking. So really cool. I mean, as somebody who worked in a video store back in the day, Tarantino worked in a video store back in the day. And so super cool to see how passionate he is about his projects.
Yeah, he's borderline nuts about film history and like especially TV history. And I think he flexed a lot in this one because of those old serials and this 50s, 60s serials like Westerns. And he loves them.
Yeah, he loves like the most obscure things we'll never watch.
Correct. I mean, he wanted to film an episode of Bounty Law. Like he wanted to just do that. And I'm like, I don't know, Quentin, if anyone wants to see this.
There would be some people,
Yeah.
but
That's my redemption. I love it. I love the movie. It's good.
nice. I just one of the redemptions we haven't really talked about is just how well done the ending is. The climax that night when Brad Pitt lights that acid cigarette and we're just on for a ride. I just love that so much. This movie just the ending pays off so well.
Yeah, and I love the revisionist history part of it because I had just read the book and the Chaos book, and I knew what happened in the end. But when I first watched it, I thought they were going to go out the way it really happened.
Yeah, I thought Tate was gone.
Uh-huh. And seeing it the other way is the most satisfying like payoff to a 2 hour and 45-minute movie. It's very awesome. And I love the humor. It's very dark, obviously, humor, but it's really great.
Yeah, when Tate lives at the end and then he flashes the title Once Upon a Time, it's just like, oh yeah, like he's telling a story. Like, of course he's gonna rewrite this ending. I thought it was so cool.
And
then,
to your point, what a beautiful title of a movie.
Then, like you mentioned, the humor parts when Brad Pitt's narration, when he takes that cigarette and he's just like, all right, away we go. And then he's like, when he starts to fill it, he's like, the train has left the station. It's just good.
When he like moves his hand, he's like, oh,
yeah,
there it is.
The dog food, and he like the dog food. Tarantino zooms in on that and like turns up the audio, and he like the dog food comes out and he goes, whoa.
And when he keeps trying, even under these scary circumstances, he's trying to think of, you're Tex. That's your name.
You're real, right? So good. And that scene just incredible. Like he's pretty violent when he's smashing the hippie's head. The dog biting Tex in the junk. The flamethrower scene, just incredible. Incredible ending.
I mean, the stunt work on whoever was blackened by the charcoalness of being burned alive, flailing in the water. Oh my gosh. Pretty great stunt work.
Yeah, and one of my redemptions too is the dog in this. I love Brad Pitt and the dog. I am hoping the dog's in the series because
Oh man,
I think he's so well done with that interaction. I can watch Brad Pitt with the dog like in any series. Just give me him and I think the dog's name is Brandy.
dude, having Cliff Booth just walking around, going to the store and doing things, I'm in for that too. Like I would just watch him doing normal things.
Yeah.
Him
Um,
him fixing the aerial on the roof of the house, I was riveted.
yeah, just because his shirt was off. I know.
Well, we all know that I stared at a little too long.
We all did. But I also love the names. Like Quentin Tarantino always nails the character names, like Cliff Booth, Rick Dalton. Those fit those characters so well.
Correct. Yeah, he's a man of craft when it comes to his writing and the names. It's really good. I agree.
Yeah. But for such a recent movie, I think this one's going to hold up really well. And we get that epic Leo pointing meme
Mm-hmm.
out of it. So
Oh man, that's used so many times. I think we should just start picking movies based on popular memes because I got so many. The memes that I understand now from watching the trilogy, the Holy Trinity trilogy with Nick Cage,
mhm.
unlocked so many. It's beautiful. So I like that.
I
Well,
love that for you.
are we ready for? Do you want to do rating or Mount Rushmore
This is the
first?
Mount Rushmore, and then we'll end with the rating.
Okay. All right. All right. Mount Rushmore. I think this says a lot about someone that is a fan of his work, and I wanted to rank them. So I know there's 9 films, but I am ranking them, and I'm changing my rank right now from when
Okay.
I did my research prior to recording.
Now, are you just ranking your Mount Rushmores or all of them?
No, I'm ranking the top 5 Tarantino films. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 5-1. So my crazy horse on number 5 is Death Proof.
Whoa.
I love this movie so much.
Wow.
Um, it's it's awesome. I think it's the most underrated of his films, so I'm putting it at 5.
Okay.
Number 4 is Django Unchained. I love that movie. 3, and this is probably also controversial, Hateful Eight is my third pick.
Oh, wow. Surprises. I love the Hateful Eight. I'll talk about it in a minute.
I love it when people make movies where a lot of the movie is taking place in just one room or one area. Like I love it. I love the golden handcuffs of just, hey, we can only
Yeah.
live in this space. How do
I
we work it out?
I watch Hateful Eight every other like winter or so. It's a great winter movie, snow movie.
You know what a good double feature would be for Hateful Eight?
Hmm.
The Edge.
Oh, sign me up. What a day.
Oh, an amazing winter day. Throw
Yeah.
on Hateful Eight and The Edge.
Light a fireplace, get a little blanket, get a little cozy. Man.
I'm getting excited about winter right now.
Yeah, let it snow, baby.
All right, here's where I'm switching. Okay, so my number 2 was number 1.
Ooh,
Inglorious Bastards is 2, and number 1
wow.
is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Wow.
You heard it here.
This is your favorite Tarantino.
My favorite Tarantino of all. I just love living in this place. This
Yeah. It's his
this
love letter to Hollywood, 1969, and it's such a vibe.
correct. So I had Inglorious Bastards number 1 because of my love for World War II and video games and Call of Duty and all these things. Like, but I switched it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm Once Upon a Time.
respect. I have a completely different Mount Rushmore.
I love that we didn't really plan this. I just
No,
knew that you always want to do it. So that was mine.
love it. I mean, you can't argue. I'm not gonna hate on any picks at all.
Okay.
So,
Well, what's your
uh,
Mount Rushmore?
so if we were to rank my fourth, which would be, I don't know, what is that? The Road to Battle of the Mount Rushmore. It's gonna be Reservoir Dogs. Love me some Reservoir Dogs. Number three, which isn't on your Mount Rushmore, I got it with Pulp.
Yeah, I knew I'd get a lot of hate for not having pulp in there.
Yeah,
I love it too, but there's some stuff in there that it's very visceral in some
yeah, you
scenes.
love the ball gagger,
Yeah.
the gimp.
The gimp. I don't want to think about the gimp.
Oh man, it's so good.
Okay.
My number two is Inglorious.
Okay.
And then my number one, I love this movie so much, is Kill Bill.
Are you putting them together? I mean, you have to, right?
No,
Whoa.
I think they're separate movies, right?
Okay.
But if you want to give me Kill Bill 2, even better.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Here,
But I respect,
you can have it
thanks,
right now.
thanks. I'll put that on my number one. Uh, I've probably seen Kill Bill the most times out of all his movies. I love it.
I love your list. I love that it's different than mine. And
Yeah,
that's why I said at the beginning of this Mount Rushmore, it says a lot about how you rank your Tarantino films.
no doubt. My Crazy Horse is a Crazy Horse pick. It's a crazy horse, is what I'm saying. My Crazy Horse is From Dusk Till Dawn.
That is crazy. And
Is
it is a
he
crazy movie.
didn't direct it, I know.
I know, but
Just
he's
did
in it.
he's in it and he did the screenplay.
Yes.
So I
I'll
felt
allow
like
that.
it was a crazy horse. But if you were to pick my fifth one, like it would have been probably Hateful Eight.
Okay. Okay. Dude, I just barely saw From Dusk Till Dawn for the first time, reviewing it on the show.
Ooh,
I
I know.
reviewed it with Sack Lunch, and I had no idea what I was getting into.
One of the craziest turns ever.
It's two separate movies, and the first movie is amazing, and then it takes a turn,
Hmm.
a wild turn. It almost feels like a Robert Rodriguez film at the end.
Oh, for sure.
So
Who's
kind
the
of
actress
crazy.
in that?
Who's the what?
Actress?
Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of weird feet stuff in there, bro.
I'm aware, I remember.
A lot of sucking of the feet and the liquids.
We so crazy, different Mount Rushmores. I think the only movie of his that didn't make it on either one was Jackie Brown.
Yeah, I like it, but it's not on my list.
Yeah, down in the Mount. But you're making me want to give Death Proof another shot. I have it really. That's probably my lowest one. So
I think the dialogue in that movie is the most favorite. Some of the dialogue with all the ladies gets a little grating, but because it's Tarantino's dialogue, I don't mind it. And there's a lot of really fun stuff in there that you don't
mhm.
get with his other movies.
Yeah, a
And
lot of cool action stuff.
here's some trivia. I went and saw those as a double feature with all the fake trailers,
Nice. Yeah.
like in my life. I went to it. And it was only available like that for a week. Afterwards, they're like, we can't show a 5 hour thing anymore. It's just too much. So they split
Too
them out
much.
into two different movies. And then you missed out on those fake trailers, which those were some of the funniest things of all time. And they actually, I mean, that's where Machete came from, was
Hmm.
those fake trailers. So pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, when it's all said and done, if he does 10, I mean, it might be the most amazing 10 list out there. He might be the GOAT when it's all said and done.
Yeah. I mean, I can feel he's a little conflicted and nervous about his last because he's put it on himself. I
A lot
mean,
of pressure.
there was a horror movie that was talked about. There was a Star Trek movie that was talked about, The Critic.
Yeah.
He had a whole script written, and then he abandoned it. So who knows what we're gonna get and when.
Take your time. I'm fine. Whenever it's out, it's out.
Okay. All right. Well, are we ready for the rating of Once Upon a Time?
Well, I think I know yours for sure. If this is your number one all time.
I'm just pressing the button twice.
That's mine as well. So double golden bucket.
Yes, dude. It should be on my wall is what it should be. Not
Yeah.
Predator. I just
Sick
love
poster.
that poster so much. Those of you this is our first foray into video podcasting. So if you're listening to this, go to Spotify and you can check out inside my office if you want. Any parting thoughts?
No, man, this was fun. Great movie. I love that it's your number one QT movie. Incredible. And, it's only going to get better with time, I think.
I agree. I just was smiling so much. Even in the tense scenes, I just was enjoying just being there. I know I said the vibe, like just living in this place with these characters. I mean, even the little scenes with like Al Pacino in the restaurant, it's just so fun, man.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about Al Pacino. This is how he just comes on screen batting 1,000.
And then he's out,
Yeah.
I love how he manipulates Rick Dalton. He plays a studio executive so well where he's like kind of slimy, but also very nice and really kind of wants him to be in his production. It's really good. There's so many things. I mean, we could talk for hours about this. It's
The cinematography, the soundtrack are always top notch in Tarantino movies as well.
I agree. 1,000%. Well,
yeah. Golden Buckets.
I'm just sad. Yeah, I'm gonna play it again. I'm just really sad that this is over, but and I'm also sad for I wish I could pour out some Mountain Dew for our fallen comrades. We invite you back when you're able, Johnny and Judd.
Yeah, they're part of this journey. To put a bow on chaos. Interesting read, complicated parts, not the best ending, but pair it with the Netflix series and the Once Upon a Time.
I just feel bad for the author. He spent like 30 years of his life, maybe not 30, 20, 25 years, alienated himself from everybody, and I hope it paid off for him.
Yeah.
I bought his book.
Yeah, we all did.
So 4 purchases from us. All right, well, that's it for this week. And that's it for this special episode of Should You Read This and Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest. Please help me by sharing this. I'm trying to get monetized on Spotify. It takes a lot of downloads, and I realize that once I get monetized, I might have a couple of ads in my show. It'll help line the pockets of the priest. So please, I really appreciate it. And as always, many thanks for listening. You and the movies are why I do this. Also, thanks to my special guest, the J's of the book club, JJ, Johnny, and Judd. Appreciate you guys. Remember, when you watch movies, you can pop in, pop out, or pop off. But when you do, always bring the popcorn. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Thanks, JJ.